Can I have a volunteer light a candle? Yes. Anyone else? One more candle. Let's sit down. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dhammang saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami adinādana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami Āmesu Miccācara Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Musāvāda Veramani Sikkhapadam samadhiyami Suramiraya manja pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagavā arahang sammā sambuddho viñjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuntaro purisa dhammasārati Santādeva manusānam buddho bhagavāti.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swaṅkhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko Ehi pansiko openaiko pancantang veditabbo vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmi
සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අත්ථ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤං කෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම් පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං සිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන දූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන ඒතේන ලභාමි මොක්ඛං උප්පන් මිලායාති යතායි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නෝබන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතු නෝබන්තේ ගිලාන පංචයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානේ සුපතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධිං බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste Niyam Namaste Mano. Ratenante yang yang Punyabi santang Wipulang alantang tansanu hatante
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is pleased or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows like the leaf that follows the foot of dogs. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is pleased or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one stone's shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent action towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smiths remove the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are imperfect. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent,
Excellent.
You can keep your books in the caddies next to your chair, attached to your chair. Let us make a collective effort to look into our own mind and cultivate loving kindness and mindfulness. And these two skills are the great potentials that we all carry in our mind. We all have an ability, a potential of goodwill, potential of caring and loving towards every being. So that potential is something that we all have in our mind, but it can be cultivated, it can be manifested, it can be felt in our body and mind. Right now, we will make an effort to experience that inner potential, the inner goodwill, and that loving kindness, and then radiate it towards all beings. At the same time, we also have the ability to be aware of our own mind and body, to bring our attention inward and notice
and be present to whatever happening in our body and mind, and simply experience it and accept it. And we will cultivate that quality also in this meditation. So rejoice your decision to come here today, and rejoice your effort you made, and make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this gathering, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, try to feel your body wherever it is touching now. Feel the pressed muscles in your body. Feel the touch sensation with your clothes. And try to be in your body throughout the bell and the chant.
Dear spiritual friends, you just listened to the chanting Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha, the supreme teacher.
Namo Buddhaya. The sound of chanting is still resounding in your mind. Listen to your mind. With that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here in front of the Buddha. Everything is peaceful, quiet and calm. Keeping your eyes closed, just feel the peace around you. Relaxing your body. You can feel the peace within yourself. As a preparation for meditation, you can keep your body, upper body, somewhat upright, keeping your both palms on your lap. Take a deep breath slowly. Slowly breathe out, feeling your chest area, your both shoulders, and relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Feel each and every parts of the body and relax. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel the entire body and relax. 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 Be in this relaxed posture. Keep your motionless posture in your body in the meditation. If you feel you want to change or move your body meanwhile the meditation, do it mindfully and slowly. Otherwise, try your best to keep this motionless posture in the meditation. Sitting in this relaxed posture, now take a moment to observe your mind, your present mind, your natural mind, your naked mind. Find out it, where it is right now, and observe what is really happening in your mind. What is going on in your mind in this moment? Thoughts. You may have various types of thoughts in your mind. Thoughts occur as people, as things, coincidence, memories. Thoughts appear one after the other. Observe all these thoughts and notice them mindfully, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant, wholesome or unwholesome, no matter what they are, without any judgment and not cultivating any of these thoughts. Just observe and notice the thoughts. Some thoughts are related to past. Some thoughts are related to future. Some thoughts occur related to present moment. They are just thoughts. I am here. You are with your mind. Observing and noticing the thoughts. You understand the nature of your mind and how the thoughts are occurring in your mind. Be with your mind. Being with your own mind, now you can generate whatever wholesome thought that you wish in your mind. Purposefully, you can cultivate wholesome thoughts in your mind. In this meditation, we are cultivating the thoughts of loving kindness, loving friendliness, the universal friendliness, wishing everyone else to be well, to be happy, to be peaceful. What a beautiful thought that you can generate in your mind. Loving kindness heals your mind. Loving kindness heals your body. You can cultivate boundless loving kindness in your mind. You have that capacity in your mind. As a human, you have that potential within yourself. Let's cultivate loving kindness together. The guidance will help you to generate loving kindness. Mindfully listen to the guidance. Repeat in them. Generate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. You start generating loving kindness for yourself first. Think about yourself, your body, your mind, your life. Feel yourself, the person sitting right here. Repeating the guidance in your mind. Generate loving kindness for yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate throughout your body, wishing a healthy body. Feel your entire body and radiate loving kindness throughout the body. May my body be healthy. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Radiate loving kindness into each and every parts of the body, from the skin to the internal organ of your body. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healed, Be healed. Be healed. Penetrate in the skin. Radiate your loving kindness into the muscles and the bones of the body, into all the internal organs of the body, into all the systems of the body. May the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May all the systems of my body, including the respiratory system, the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the nervous system, the immune system, the brain, all the sensory faculties, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue, be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your mind. Your mind is filling with loving kindness. The loving kindness relaxed your body. Feel the relaxation in your body with loving kindness. You are full of loving kindness. Now you can expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits, without exception to all beings. Now you can extend the same wishes. You can start from where you are practicing this meditation. Think about anyone else staying close by you right now. You can think about these friends, these spiritual friends who are practicing the same meditation right here. extend the same wishes of loving kindness for them as a spiritual community. Let's share our loving kindness with each other. May all these friends who are practicing this meditation with me be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all these friends, the friends right here and the friends who are joining this meditation, all together, be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. While you are extending the wishes of loving kindness to your friends, feel the loving kindness of others. Now let's expand our loving kindness more and more beyond the room that you are practicing this meditation. You can think about your beloved ones in your life, your family members, your relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else in your life. Think about them and extend the same wishes of loving kindness for them. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all the beloved ones in my life be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Expand your loving kindness beyond the circle of your beloved ones. Not only for human beings, to all the animals, to all the other creatures. There are so many beings, even right here, around you. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness. To all beings living in faraway places, visible or invisible beings, large ones, tiny ones. May all beings receive my loving kindness and be healed, be healed, be healed. Sitting right here, extend your loving kindness into every direction, into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind and generate loving kindness and extend those wishes to all beings. May all beings have happy minds. 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 I'll chant the same in Pali. Listening to the chanting, cultivate the thoughts of loving kindness for all beings, wishing all beings to have happy minds. Sabbi Santa Bhavantu sukhi tattha Sabbhi sattva 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 bhavantu sukhi tattha Observe your present mind and feel how the loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. Your mind is peaceful and you are relaxed. Now it's time to move your attention to observe your breath with your peaceful mind and with your relaxed body. Mindfully observe your breath, your in breath and out breath. The next few minutes you will be practicing breathing meditation as a silent meditation, as a preparation. If you have changed your posture, keep your upper body upright and take a deep breath slowly and hold it for a while and slowly breathe out. Feel the area in between your upper lip and nostrils. Feel your chest area, both shoulders, your belly area. Anywhere else in your mind, in your body. If you feel any changes happening while you are breathing in and breathing out, feel all these sensations and be with the breath. Take few more deep breaths and then come back into your natural breath until you hear the sound of the bell. Be with your breath. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. You are in the last few minutes in the meditation. Make your full effort to be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Mindfully take 5 breaths. Count 5 breaths before you conclude the meditation. Dukkam patentace Nidukkha Bhayam patentace Nibbaya Sukam patentace Nisoka Huntu sabbepi paninu May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who passed this teaching, this wisdom from generation to generation. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for this meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who allowed us to practice this meditation peacefully. And also who cleaned and arranged this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non-living things we are using for our meditation, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this bell, the device which helped to connect this meditation from home. Deeply appreciating the support, feeling gratitude to everyone and everything. Let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Can you stretch your legs and move it around and massage it? Thank you, Bante, for the guidance. It was peaceful meditation. Yes, Nancy?
Would it be correct in saying that there's like 3 parts to our mind? The talker, and the listener, and the observer. And is the object of the game to shut the talker up so the listener doesn't have to hear all that crap, and the observer can just be?
That's very correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think, when you say shut the talker, so we have kind of, a resistance or resentment towards it. But we can have more of a more acceptance. We can let it talk, but we don't have to take them seriously. The issue is that, thoughts occur, it's a neural habit, and we tend to take them more seriously, more real than they really are. So,
My attention seems to go
yeah.
to the listening to the conversation
Yeah.
in my head.
And if you don't, yeah, so those things happen, like, we argue, and and I think those things will continue when we give value to it, when you like truly believe that those things and like, relate to them as if they're really happening now. Like, you can be like, we can have thoughts about what I'm going to do tomorrow when I meet my boss or meet my, friend or whoever. And then you can start your conversation right now. And then you'll be listening. The talker will be, having this conversation. But we,
Yeah, I had that just before I said what I said.
so the game is to remind ourselves this is not happening now. This is not real. And then when you have that, while you are listening and with your awareness, you remind yourself this is not happening now, and this is not real. And then there'll be less fuel to that conversation. Let's how you spell fuel, yeah, fuel.
Okay.
Let's fuel to that conversation. And the reason that it keep going is that we are listening, we at the same time we are truly believing them or taking them seriously. If we develop that attitude, like not to take them, simply say thoughts are real, and then that conversation will be less crap to listen. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so these days, in this special period of 3 months period from July full moon to October full moon, every week we are taking different challenges. Complete this in a few weeks. Developing different skills in us. So, do you remember your challenge for the last week? Yes. Yeah.
Bring love to work.
Yes. Yes. So, if anyone is willing to share, do you have any moment that you try to add a little bit more love to your work? Because we discuss, we spend most of our waking life to do our work. And we try to learn how we can incorporate that work life to our spiritual practice. Even though you're not working, you're at home, you are still working a lot at home. Like taking care of house is a big work. So how you can add love to that work? Anyone like to have any short sharing? Did you try? Yes. Yeah.
Well, I was on vacation last week.
Okay.
So when I came back to work yesterday,
Yeah.
I had to bring a lot of love to my work. And for some reason, I don't know if it was a security thing, whatever, I brought my work laptop to the beach with me so I would check my emails once a day. But for some reason, it wouldn't connect. So I couldn't do it. So I just said, I'll let that be. And Tuesday comes, I'm just going to start from the bottom and work my way up. But I had a few like priority things, and I was like, I'm going to work on these priority things, find these emails first, get to them, and then like put like real intense concentration in them so that I can get back to getting through the rest of my emails. And sometimes it's hard to ignore email with work. So that was kind of the extra care that I brought. And also while I was away on vacation, I got the email from you saying that this would be about work. And the next day I got a text from my boss asking about some contracts that I've been working on. And I said, well, I can't look to confirm because I can't connect for some reason, but this is what I remember. And he says, good enough.
Oh, yeah.
But that was kind of how I tried to
That's nice. I mean, we can be pissed off. Why this boss is bothering me when I'm in vacation, right? So, but you just try your best, to update him, right? Yeah, that would be adding a little bit love to the work. Yeah. So you are happy and your boss is happy, right? Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Any other sharing? Yes.
Mine is related to work at home.
Yeah.
It's a homework, but
Yeah.
I often like to do my kitchen tasks by myself. Unload the dishwasher, load the dishwasher. It's like a strange amount of me time when it's not actually me time. But my daughter was having a really rough day. And so I showed her how to load the dishwasher. And she's autistic, so to her, this is like the ultimate thing in organizing a space, and it really calmed her down. And so I had, we had this sort of loving moment where I was teaching her to do a chore, but she was still very in tune to what was happening. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Wait till next year.
So I'm so glad that it's such a routine, such a maybe boring thing. How we can transform such a thing to something we can appreciate and enjoy. Thank you. Yeah. And we add a lot of love also to our work. I think we don't have time to share, but yeah. We were traveling in Rochester last week, right? And I got a call from email from someone who has left her travel mug, and she believed that she left it here. And I asked him so I was looking for everywhere. I didn't find the kind of mug she's telling me. So I could have said sorry, I didn't find it. But I said, oh, this week we are supposed to add more love to the work. So then instead of writing saying that this is not here, I sent an email to other people who came. I mean, the people who organized the that gathering, and asked them, this person is looking for this mug. Have you taken it, or have you kept it? So just give a little bit extra, attention. But anyway, we couldn't find the mug yet. If you find any white mug, please let me know. So at least I put a little bit, extra effort to get a mug back, but I could not. But it's still I'd love, a little bit more love. Okay, so starting from this week, so you can stop adding love to your work. No, you can continue to add, but so this week our focus is mindful eating. So we are going to, use our daily eating habit, something that we do a daily basis, how we can use that simple act of eating for our spiritual growth. So that will be our theme for this week. So you are going to get a lot of opportunities to, practice mindful eating, because definitely you are going to eat during this week. And if you eat 3 meals a day, and there'll be how many meals when they for 7 days, 20 to 21 meals. But so that you are going to get that many opportunities to practice. So, talking about mindful eating, I think this is an opportunity for us to change um, a certain patterns or habits of our mind that gives us suffering and troubles. I think the heart of the Buddha's teaching is about understanding the working of the mind, how this mind works and how it operates, and how it actually lead us to experience troubles and suffering and disappointments, and how we can understand this mechanism and change it. So one common tendency in our mind that bring us to suffering and pain and disappointment all the time. There are many tendencies, but two key tendencies is one is our tendency to focus on what we are lacking and ignoring what we have. And that's a very common tendency. You can have so many things, but our mind is so good at finding what you lack, even in the person that you are with. There can be so many good qualities in that person, but your mind is very good in picking things that the negative one. So so therefore, and even we use that as a way to compare with others. We try to, our tendency to compare with others, and whenever we compare with others, we focus on what we don't have, and then try to compare with others on what they have, and that's the recipe for suffering. So that's one tendency, that always focus on our lack, and ignore or not appreciate what we have. The second tendency is our tendency to always ignore the present moment and try to always worry about the next moment. And many of us live like few minutes ahead of us, and we are rarely in the moment. We always like worry about the next moment, right? So we may try so hard to achieve some experience or go to some place, but the moment we achieve it, we don't take a moment to experience it, and we start to worry about the next thing again, right? So and even like when you go to vacation, for example, right? And when you plan everything, you go to vacation, once you are there, you still worry about what I'm going to do tomorrow and not really enjoying the day, right? So that's other tendency. But mindful eating, this practice can help us to change this both patterns. One is for our tendency to focus on what you don't have, and we can change it if you practice mindful eating, and we can change it. The other one is our tendency to always push ourselves to the future. And because mindful eating involves two things. One is feeling grateful to whatever you had in front of you before you eat, and then and really cherish that moment, and then eat food with mindfully, and observing the very act of eating, and then try to be with the food, not ignore it, and not do something else while you are doing it. And most of the time, when you eat, our eating has become a social event. So therefore, while we are eating, we are talking, right? And when we are, if you start a real, serious conversation, and then you may be shoveling food, but you're not really, enjoying the food. We are just, paying attention to this, conversation. So, yesterday I said that people go to very expensive restaurants, and then and pay a big amount have your food, but then in the middle you can start a big conversation and have an argument, whatever, and then you'll be having this chit chat, shouting and talking, and you don't get a chance to really enjoy the expensive food you ordered, right? So we miss that opportunity because we are not really, we are in the moment. So in mindful eating, we try to correct this tendency of the mind. And it's not only about eating, but it's actually changing the way our mind works. That will bring more peace and happiness to our life. So in the Buddhist practice of mindful eating, we, as monks also, whenever we eat, before we eat, we have a standard reflections that we are doing. And we do few things. One is we remind ourselves the main purpose of eating. It may sound very simple. And we remind ourselves, I'm taking this food to nourish my body. What else for food is for, right? But we forget that most of the time, because when you remind ourselves, I'm taking this food to nourish this body, to to live this spiritual life. So when you remind, this food is a nourishment, it's very important. Remember that, or remind ourselves, because some food may not be nourishing, right? And we focus more on the taste, right, and not on the quality, right? So reminding ourselves, I'm eating this as a nourishment to my body, and we can ask, is it really nourishing? There can be food we may not be nourishing, right? So it's very important to remember. And the second thing, and we as monks, most of our food is provided by community. So therefore, before we eat, we take a moment to be grateful to people who have provided, food to us. I think you can also, for you, common people, also you can also add that, because whatever food you are eating is a product of so many people, and when you look at your meal, and particularly today in this period, those that food that you in front of you could have come from so many places. So there can be so many people and so many beings who are part of that food, starting from farmers who work so hard on the field to make that food, and then starting from people who harvested it, people who transported it, people who arranged it, prepared it, and people who cooked it. You will say that, oh, I paid for my meal, but can we really pay off all the hard work that many people have put in this whole process? So even though we have paid for it, but still we can be grateful to all people who are part of that food. So I think that's a part of mindful eating, taking a moment before we eat. Just take a short moment to feel grateful, and then eat mindfully. That means when you take a bite to your mouth and try to feel it, try to experience it, try to experience the texture, try to experience taste. Our tongue has different places that it will catch different taste. And do you know that, right? Different parts of the tongue it will catch different taste. Like salt will be catched by one part, and sweetness will catch by another part. So it could be really nice, experiment to feel, and exactly where I feel my taste. And then and feel the mindful eating, and taking the time to experience it, savor it. And at the same time, we are also guided to watch our mind, how our mind is reacting. If there's something really, really tasty, how our mind is developing, craving, I want it more. Or if it's something not palatable, then how our mind is creating this, resentment. But we don't want to stop it, but we just want to observe it, how our mind is react to the different sensations, and learn about the mind while you're eating. So that's the second one, like taking the time to savor it and mindful eating. The other one is actually when you are eating mindfully, you can also add the important thing actually, to take the time to chew it enough. I think we talked about it earlier too, right? I think our famous meditation teacher Bhante Gunaratana, who is 98 years old and living in West Virginia, who is still very healthy and very active, very vibrant. And he told us that when he eat, he said that I drink my food, I eat my water. And he said that when he eat, he take a bite and he chew it 30 times. That is how he eat. That's how he go through the life. Because when you eat, I mean, he eat 30 times. He chew it 30 times. Because our digestion start in our mouth. And if you chew enough, most part of your food is already, start to digest. And if you chew enough, and there'll be less work for your stomach. If you simply shovel food to your stomach, Unfortunately, stomach doesn't have teeth. So if you don't break in your mouth and you just put it into your stomach, it doesn't have teeth. What it can do? It has to break all this food. What it has to do? It can do. It just put all the enzyme. Just throw all the enzyme, and then because that's the only way that the stomach can break this food, and as a result, what you get? You get acid. I mean, you get more. What you
Acid indigestion. Acid.
injection, and also you get a lot of because the stomach has to secrete all the enzymes to break it down, and then when it's more when they put more acid enzymes, and then we get bloated stomach and all kinds of other issues. So if we chew enough, there's less work for the stomach. So, but that's different. But that's a healthy, and that will be healthier. So I think the mindful eating is that. So and then we are not only it's definitely be healthy, for our body, but and definitely it is easy for digestion and everything. But I think Buddhist goal of practicing mindful eating is to and develop this they develop this appreciation, the gratitude and focusing on what we have, and not letting mind to always look for what you don't have. And then other one is training us to be in the present moment, and just just feel the moment and relish enjoy the moment and feel the moment before you jump into the next moment. And on the other hand, also there's also deeper practice. We also try to overcome craving for food also, because when you really pay attention to your every food that you are eating, every food has its own taste. And then and when you realize, when you remind yourself that I'm eating this to nourish my body, and you understand the main goal of the eating, right? So the larger goal is to overcome our craving, and then you use any food as nourishment. But anyway, I think at this level we can practice mindful eating. So what do you think?
Offering meals?
No. I haven't given you the challenge yet.
Okay.
Yeah, just encouraging you, giving you more reason to practice loving kindness. And one important Buddhist practice is called moderation in eating. Moderation in eating. Actually, one thing we call in Pali, mattanyuta, right? Mattanyuta means knowing the correct measure. There's a practice called before we eat, we should know the correct measure or correct amount of food that is needed for our body. So it means that means actually before we eat, we take a moment to measure the hunger. Because different times we can have different levels of hunger, and then eat the food to that amount. Maybe one day you may be super hungry, you eat a lot on that day, but other days you may not that hungry, then you eat only that amount. So moderation in eating is like like eating the amount that you really need and not to overeat. Best way to not to overeat is actually eat mindfully. I think we discussed that earlier too, because when you really eat mindfully, and you will not overeat. Yes.
Well, there was a proverb you told about the king who's eating and he's given the dice to eat till he's done.
Yes.
And you get a little bit left.
Oh, how do you know that I'm going to tell that story? He has all my lessons.
He's
Yeah.
psychic.
Yeah, that's an interesting story, actually. Yeah, thank you, Ron. I had this already in my paper. Yeah, I thought that I'll share it. If we have time, I think we have some time. This is actually recorded in the Buddhist, text, and this may be actually first ever recorded um, dieting program, I think. Because there's a famous king at the time of the Buddha, they were called Pasenadi, and he once in a while he come and meet the Buddha. And one day he came in the mid of the day, and just after his lunch, and he came to see the Buddha. But in this meeting, the king feel very uncomfortable. He cannot sit in one place. He's moving here and very uncomfortable. And Buddha asked, why you feel uncomfortable? You keep moving. Why you doesn't feel comfortable? He said, one day I just came after my lunch, and every time I have my lunch, I have this discomfort. I cannot sit. I feel like lying down. I'm not comfortable. And then Buddha asked, how much do you eat? And he eat, according to that story, he eat bucket full. He's a whole bucket of, he's a king, right? So he has enough things to eat. So Buddha realized that he actually overeat. That is why he feel uncomfortable, so, and and Buddha really wanted to help him. So what he did actually, and he came with a group of other people. He actually talked to one of his niece, right? His nephew. Yeah. His nephew was there. So he called the nephew and said, you have to help your uncle. And what you had to do, the next day when he was having his meal, and wait until he go to the last, towards the end of the meal. Before he finished meal, you had to recite a stanza, poem that I'm going to teach you. And then when the king hear that poem, he should stop eating right there without eating the last few bites. And the chef next day should only prepare the amount of food that he ate the previous day. And that day also, when he was eating, just before he finished his meal, towards the end of the meal, he should chant that. And then the king should stop eating, leaving the rest. And then the next day, he was only provided the food that he was ate. So he put create a nice plan. And that verse says that one who eats mindfully will have a healthy body and healthy mind. Something that. So and he was reminded that every day. So that happened. Maybe I don't know how long it happened, but king was able to actually reduce the amount of food he's taking. And after a few months, he came to the Buddha, and he was already slimmed his body. He was rubbing his arms. Venerable sir, I feel very slim. I feel more energetic, and you really have helped me in both ways to have comfort in this life itself, and also help me to have a spiritual growth. So it's an interesting discourse that Buddha had. Utilize the different techniques to reduce his overeating. Okay, so now our challenge. So challenge is from tomorrow onwards for next 7 days, let's try choose one meal of the day. Okay. Choose one meal of the day to eat with mindfulness. Depending on your day, maybe if breakfast is best, that will be good one. Maybe if you hurry to go to work, maybe lunch, or maybe come back home and dinner. Before beginning, take a moment to feel gratitude for everyone who involved in bringing the food from farm to your table. Take a moment to feel grateful. Only a short moment. Just feel grateful. And as you start your meal, eat first 5 bites. Only the first 5 bites. Eat the first 5 bites with full attention. And once you place the first bite in your mouth, please set your utensils down. Don't prepare the next bite. And just eat it. Chew it and experience and savor it while keeping your utensils down. Okay. And then chew it slowly, at least 20 times. And sometimes food, you feel like even 20 times is not enough if you really pay attention, but less 20 times. And while mindfully noticing the texture, the taste, and your mind reactions, to it before you swallow it. Okay? Only choose only one meal of the day, and only take a moment to feel grateful. Only the first 5 bites. Once you finish the first 5 bites, you can keep shoveling as you wish. But the first 5 bites. But if you feel it's really useful and joyful, you can continue a little bit more. But just 5 bites. Just start with 5 bites. It will be too much. But also make sure you let other people in the family know that you are practicing mindful eating. Okay. Yeah. Any problem of doing that? Choosing one meal and just feeling grateful and eating the first 5 bites mindfully. And try to chew 20 times. I'm very mindfully paying attention. Let's see, what will be. And definitely your stomach will thank you. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that, okay, for next week. Thank you. Any questions or thoughts? So think about, if we can transform our eating to practice mindfulness and gratitude, and we get, people will complain that I don't have time to meditate. Use your eating as a part of your meditation. Yeah. Mindful eating is itself is a meditation. Yeah.
What about conversing while you eat? Because sometimes that can really impact.
Yeah, I think, as monks, we are advised not to converse or maybe minimize the conversation. But if you're having a dinner with your family, if that's the only time you try to converse, it's better to converse rather than, not to converse with family.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. but maybe the meal that you choose to eat mindfully, try to eat without conversation. Yeah. The problem, there are two problems conversing while eating. One is, we cannot pay attention to what we are eating. We have to, this conversation could be really, important things we have to. The other one is we use mouth both to speak and to eat. How we can use one thing for two things, right? Okay. So with that, let's move to the other part, page number 40. And it is time for us to share the merits by coming to this practice today and doing this practice and chanting and meditation together. We have generated so much goodness, so much good merits, so much good karma in our heart. Let us now share these merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed relatives, our ancestors, family members who have passed away, and deeply feel grateful towards them and share these merits with all of them. May they all share these merits. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful, wherever they may be. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Let us also share this merits with all other living beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world.
May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and eternally heedful. Now we will now do our blessings chant. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you now, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness. May you receive the blessings of this wholesome chant. May you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness and wholesome vibration we are radiating now. And by the power of these blessings, may you be blessed with good health, strength, and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, friends who need help. Keep them in your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang samtang padang abhisamicce sakho joche sujuche suvachu chasamudhu anatimani santos sekoche subharoche ampakitchoche sallahu kabunti santrindriyoche nipakoche ampagambo kulesu ananugendo nachakundang samacare kinchena vinyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta eke cipana bhutanti tasava tavarava anavasesa digava e mahantava Majjima rasansakanukatula dittava eva additta yecha dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavi siva sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo param Nikumbete nati mangete kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patiga sanyana nyamanyas sadukka nichaya matayata niyang puntang ayusa eka punta manurangke Vampi sambha bhutesu manasang bhava සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසම්බාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං දිට්ඨං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයනෝ වායාවතස්ස විගත මින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිට්ඨිය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දිට්ඨිං ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවාදස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමීසු විනීයකේ ධම්මයි ජාතු කම්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සොන්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදායේ තේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු තේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බිතියෝ විවච්ඡන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්තන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let's spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Think about an incident that you were able to listen to someone, or you were able to share something with someone, or even a little simple act of kindness, like opening the door for someone or giving you away when you drive. Recall an actual incident of a kind deed. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone was kind to you. Someone showed their caring and attention to you. Or you have noticed someone was kind to anyone else. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yes.
I have a little announcement or something to say. Okay. Hello, I'm Jessie, and I'm very happy to see everybody's here today, many new faces, and just want to take time to say thank you to all our Bontes for all the wisdom and hard work they do every week for us. And I would like to remind everybody or inform you about the event this weekend. We have a Sri Lankan food festival on Saturday the 13th, and it's from 3 to 7. So you, family, friends, you can let everybody know, and we have flyers outside if you need to take one. And also, I would like to say that this center and all of our monks are sustained entirely by the generosity of our friends and devotees. If you would like to support the continuation of these programs, like our food festival, and the well-being of our monks, you're welcome to make a free will donation. The donation box is outside, located near the notice board. And you can also look online for that option as well. And additionally, we invite you to volunteer in keeping our center beautiful and functioning well. We welcome volunteers for tasks such as cleaning and decorating and small maintenance jobs, gardening, graphic designing, and technology support, and any craft work. So whatever skills you have are welcome here. If you're interested, please speak with our monks to let them know how you can contribute, or you can talk to me as well, and I'll help you figure that out. And thank you. And we look forward to seeing everybody again.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. Really nice to have you all. Look forward to see you again. And those who join our YouTube, really appreciate your participation. And I hope that you also remember the challenge for the week and eat mindfully. And so please, support our food festival. We have flyers, as we mentioned. Please take them and and try to bring more people, and you will enjoy Sri Lankan food that will not get a chance eat
Anywhere in Pennsylvania, probably.
Yes.
Should 5 times as pay attention.
Actually, it was not purposeful. Somehow this week, we had this mindful eating as a theme. Yeah.
It goes together.
It goes together, yeah. Thank you. And in 2 weeks, actually, we are also having our meditation retreat, weekend meditation retreat, and we have invited a very senior, well-experienced meditation master, Bante Rahul, who will, conducting weekend retreat that is on 20th and 21st, but we start on 19th evening as introduction. So that's a great opportunity for you to commit a little bit more to the meditation. So those you may have received the emails. If you're not, please let us know, and we can send you the email to sign up for that. You need to sign up for that. Yeah.
I was looking online, there's something online about that.